Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Christine Becker, and today I want to share with you my top 6 tips on what to say and what not to say when you are trying to help a grieving friend who's lost a parent. Losing a parent is one of the single hardest things that somebody can go through. So it's hard to know what to say and what not to say, and I get that. So I'm hoping in this video to help break it down. So tip number 1, don't tell them that you understand what they're going through. Don't tell them that you know what they're going through unless you actually do. If you have lost a parent yourself, then you can say something to them like, hey, I might not know exactly what you're going through, because remember, everybody's different, right? Everybody handles grief different. But you can say to them, I understand. Like, I might not know exactly what you're going through, but I can understand it, because when I lost my mom or when I lost my dad, I was crushed. But when you go to somebody and who is grieving and mourning the loss of their parent, and if you say to them, hey, I know what you're going through, but you still have both your parents, that's not a good thing to say. Tip number 2, don't act like it didn't happen. Don't talk to the person and talk about everything else under the sun. You might have to gauge people, because I know everybody's different, but most people want to talk about it. Most people are hanging on to the memories. Most people have so much inside of them that they need to get it out. They need to talk about it. They need to cry. They need to laugh about it even, or they might be mad. They might be mad that the person left their lives, that their parent left, right? So you have to allow them to express themselves, but don't act like it didn't happen. Don't avoid them. Don't stop talking to them. Just send them. Just feel it out, right? Just send them a little text or call them. Whatever your relationship is, that's how you react, right? My number 3 top tip on what not to do: don't tell them how busy you are. If you have not kept up with them as much as you think you should, if you are feeling guilty for not being the friend to them that they need, for not being there for them, don't call them and tell them how busy you are. They don't want to hear it. I can guarantee that they will either hang up on you, they won't listen to your message, or they will just glaze over. It will put a strain on your relationship, because when somebody is mourning the loss of their parent, they don't want to hear how busy you are. They want to hear how sorry you are for their loss. They want to hear that you're there for them. They want a shoulder or an ear. They want to talk. They want to cry. Their mind is different. When you lose a parent, your thoughts are different. Your mind is different. To put it gently, you really don't care that somebody's busy. You really don't care about somebody's day. I know that sounds harsh, but when you are hurting that bad, you're not thinking about that stuff. So don't sit there and tell them you're so sorry that you haven't called, but you've been so busy. That is another huge slap in the face. So tip number 4, and we're going to go into the do's right now. Do talk to them. Do share your memories. I touched on this already, but do respond to them in the way that they need it. Like I said, everybody's different, right? Everybody is different emotionally. Everybody is different in the way they handle pain and grief. But do share those stories with them. Do share your favorite memories, even if it makes it cry. I feel like some people, they are afraid of making somebody cry, and that's okay, because a person that is grieving, they need to cry. Crying is soothing. Crying is healing. They need to cry. A lot of people try to bottle things up. That's not good. They need to cry. Like, don't try to make them cry, but do share memories. Do share pictures. Go through pictures with them. Feel free to ask them how they are doing. Just care. Caring will get you through these steps, and they will be able to feel that you truly care about them and care what they are going through. Tip number 5 on helping somebody through the grief of losing their parent is do offer heartfelt sympathy. If you truly care about the person, or if you can understand what they're going through, offer your heartfelt sympathy. A way that you could do this is kind of put yourself in that situation. Think about, man, what if I lost my mom or dad? Just let it come from your heart. That's the main thing, is just let it come from your heart and offer heartfelt prayers, heartfelt sympathy. People want to know you're there for them. They don't want to burden you, but they want to know that you're there for them. And if they have too much of a burden, that maybe they can rest it on you a little bit. And the way you could do that is just to offer an ear, right? Sometimes it's not even talking so much or offering a lot of advice. It's just offering an ear and a shoulder and a, hey, I'm here for you. Tip number 6 on what to do when somebody is grieving is to follow their lead. You don't want to pull them. You don't want to force them. You don't want to sit there and say, oh, you should be, doing this and that, right? Because grieving the loss of a parent, that's a very sensitive situation, and it makes a lot of people feel uncomfortable. I get it. I just went through it, unfortunately, but you want to know people are there. You don't want to be alone. You're going through so much pain and so much hardship and heartbreak and devastation, especially if it was not really expected, that you just need to know people are there. So follow their lead, be there for them. Take these 6 tips and use them to the person's personality, right? Because again, you know that person's personality. And if you have any other tips that you have used to help a friend who have been grieving, please comment them below. I would love to hear them because, it could help so many other people, and, maybe it could help me as well. And one more thing I want to say is that don't take anything personal. Like if they kind of lash out at you, or if they pull away from you, or they are acting like they don't care about you, you can't take anything personal right now with anything they say, because losing a parent is like losing nobody else in your life, except probably a child, which thank God I've never experienced. But losing a parent is its own thing. So you have to be patient with them and show them love. Just be there for them, be their support, hug them often, love them deeply, and just let them know they're not alone. So I know today has been a little bit more of a heavy subject, but I just kind of felt it was necessary because it's a big deal losing a parent, guys. It's a big deal, and you want to say the right things, right? So I thank you for joining me. If you found this video helpful, then please give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And if you know anybody that might need to hear it, feel free to share it. If it can help somebody else, that would be fantastic. And if it's been helpful for you, then subscribe to this channel, because every Thursday I post videos that hopefully help you to be the best version of yourself and to live the life you've always wanted to live. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.